What we can do, and which I believe the team is already taking concrete steps towards, is the cancellation of the passport in case no there are grounds to do so. So if there is a prolonged absence and we can consider them fugitives from justice, then that is the time that we will move for the cancellation of their passports. Umaasa rin po tayo na babalik ko si Senator Loren Legarda at si Congressman Lian Leviste para harapin nila. Actually, yung opportunity na marinig sila, yung defense nila, ay para naman sa kanila, 'di ba? Hindi naman natin sinasabi na tuloy-tuloy na talaga to, wala nang ano. We want to see their defense, we want to see their counter affidavit para ma-consider po ng panel of prosecutors sa preliminary investigation.
Sir, in terms of number of individuals that should be liable, no? You mentioned 6 are under PI, no? Mga congressmen. And you mentioned 2 senators under PI. Only 2 senators?
For the flood control or infrastructure controversy, yes. However, of course, there's also a preliminary investigation involving the ghost electricity issue, involving Senator Lauren Legarda as well as Congressman Leandro Leviste.
Other government officials, like for example, si DBM was mentioned, former DBM was mentioned. Are they undergoing PI?
They are undergoing fact-finding in a completely different case, which will focus directly on the 2025 budget.
Dun sila.
Yes, yes.
Sir, last na lang, si Secretary Bonoan, no? He submitted a judicial affidavit sa 3rd Division, and then he claims na he has a list of the names of the proponents of the supposed Senate Leadership Fund and the counterpart fund for the House of Representatives. Are you interested in the list?
Yes, we are interested in the list, and we have taken steps to obtain that affidavit so that we can study the allegations therein further.
So when you say interested, you want to counter affidavit, and ito ba may purposes of still getting him as state witness, and also can you do that?
Yes, sir. The negotiations or the talks, discussions with former Secretary Bonoan are still ongoing. The ombudsman would like to see a very open and voluntary statement on his part without leaving out any details, no? Kasi nung nabanggit ni ombudsman dati, yung statements ho ni former Secretary Bonoan seemed to skirt certain issues, certain personalities. And so an open and voluntary statement telling everything that he knows is what is expected of him. And that is no holds barred talaga. Ayaw ho namin na may kinikilingan, ayaw ho namin may pinapanigan. Ang gusto natin mag-tell all.
Sir, konti lang. Last na.
Yes, sir.
Sa FOCAP, I think the President was asked about the status of the Speaker's fact-finding or preliminary investigation. He told whoever asked the question he might call the Ombudsman to ask for the status. Did he, in fact, the President, in fact, call Ombudsman Remulla or hindi naman?
Not to my knowledge, sir. Not to my knowledge.
Okay, sir, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Hello, sir. May sinabi po before si dating Public Works and Highways Secretary Rogelio Singson sa isang conference po na yung government daw po merong another public works budget called the Convergence and Special Support Program or CSSP na reportedly ay umabot po into billions noong 2024. And ayon po sa kanya, yung mga infrastructure projects po under that fund did not have yung mga required na support technical studies and project unit cost estimates. Kasama po ba ito sa report ng ICI na isinumite sa Ombudsman before, and iniimbestigahan din po ba ito?
Kasama po yan. Kasama po yan. That will go into the case I mentioned a while ago, specifically tackling the 2025 budget. No, so, kasama po yan lahat. And yun po talaga ang ikinalulungkot ni Ombudsman na napakadali humingi ng project na wala namang basehan sa mga plano ng DPWH or ng master plan, puro patingi-tingi lang. No? So, the Ombudsman has made it very public that in this budget, especially that we are entering into budget season, that we need visibility on each stage of the process, from the NEP to the budget briefings, to any insertions, to the BICAM, and finally, as it reaches the GAA. No? So, kailangan or hinihingi po ni Ombudsman na kasali ho ang opisina namin sa budget process para masigurado natin na hindi mauulit yung nangyari dun sa 2025 budget. Thank you.
Sir John Riz po from Abante, Bilyonaryo. Sir, nabanggit niyo po si Senador Loren Legarda and Congressman Leandro Leviste kanina. Sir, any update po sa cases and kung yung whereabouts nila now?
Well, yung kay Leandro Leviste, we were able to obtain a travel authority wherein he asked for 2 months of leave, no? From July 26 to September 24. He listed several countries that he would want to, or he intended to visit. And on the other hand, si Senator Loren Legarda is on her, I believe, 3rd or 4th extension of her travel authority for medical reasons, no? Which we have begun to find quite suspicious already. So, on the one hand, you have a congressman who has left the country for an intended 2 months, visiting all these different countries. And on the other hand, you have a senator who has constantly extended her travel leave or her medical leave. No? So, to us, of course, we want to err on the cautious side of things. Kailangan na namin i-flag yan. Diba? Dahil meron na siyang ongoing case dito sa Office of the Ombudsman. The last that we heard, both in France. So, of course, you know, these are the things that we have to know. No?
Sir, yun nga po, nabanggit niyo na reported na nasa France sila. Sir, nakikita po ba ng Ombudsman yung possibility na gawin nila yung ginawa ni dating Congressman Zaldico? Possible na nag-seek ng asylum. However, the only ground that she would be using to seek for asylum is political persecution. No? Yun lang po yung pwedeng gawing rason ni Senator Loren Legarda at Congressman Leon Leviste doon sa France kung gusto niyang kumuha ng asylum. However, everybody sees the facts. Everybody understands kung ano yung naging problema sa ghost electricity. They garnered a virtual monopoly of the allocated amount of megawatts allowed to be farmed, diba? Yung solar farm. And yet, they did nothing. So, hinayaan na lang nila yung deadline na lumipas na walang ginawa. And the people, the Filipino public, have felt no yung kanilang the effects of the actions that they did. We see that electricity prices are very high, and yung kung ginawa nila yung kanilang promise to deliver energy from their solar farms, it would have helped us a lot, no? Pero ang nangyari, wala silang ginawa, parang paper company lang ang nangyari. So then we were not able to meet the goals that were set out, no, in terms of electricity, and it affected our prices immensely. Sir, nautusan na po ba sila to file counter affidavit po? And if so, nag-submit na ba sila? Nagparamdam na ba?
I believe they are about to file or to issue the order to file counter affidavit.
Thank you po.
Thank you.
Sir, aside from Senator Loren, how about Senator Alan Peter Cayetano? Do we have a case dito po sa Ombudsman?
So, dalawa ho ang pending kay former SP Alan Peter Cayetano, yung obstruction of justice, which again are still ongoing. There are still ongoing discussions, no, whether or not the jurisdiction would lie here at the Office of the Ombudsman or sa DOJ, considering the nature of the crime and the capacity in which the alleged crime was committed. There's another case that has been reopened here in the Office of the Ombudsman, as already announced by the Ombudsman himself, is the 2019 SEA Games that he wants to take a second look at. So, yun po yung dalawa.
So there was no flood control case po na...
Sorry, Yes,
Yung minention po
correct
ni
ko
Sir.
kayo. The files of Senator Ping Lacson have been officially received by the Office of the Ombudsman and undergoing fact-finding. No? So there are certain things that the team deems necessary to verify and to complete para po mas cohesive yung theory natin.
Sir, good afternoon po. Eric, sir, from Inquirer. Would we consider, sir, seeking a PhD o kay Leandro and Lauren since nasa ombudsman investigation na po sila?
A PhDO would already be moot and academic considering that they are already outside of the of the jurisdiction of the Philippines. What we can do, and which I believe the team is already taking concrete steps towards, is the cancellation of the passport in case there are grounds to do so. So if there is a prolonged absence and we can consider them fugitives from justice, then that is the time that we will move for the cancellation of their passports. This is only so that the integrity of the proceedings here at the Office of the Ombudsman, and if ever it is filed in court, are preserved.
Sir, Grant Hilario from Bombo Radio. Since nga sir, nabanggit natin yung possible cancellation of passports, sir, may babala po ba tayo kina Senador Ligarda kay Representative Leviste kung sakali man na hindi sila bumalik ng Pilipinas?
Siguro pwede na nating i-replay yung sinabi po ni Ombudsman dati. No, hindi ko na uulitin kasi pero
Yun niya kasi sir, babalik eh. Umaasa siya, babalik eh.
umaasa rin po tayo na babalik ko si Senator Lauren Legarda at si Congressman Lian Leviste para harapin nila. Actually, yung opportunity na marinig sila, yung defense nila, ay para naman sa kanila, 'di ba? Hindi naman natin sinasabi na tuloy-tuloy na talaga to, wala nang we want to see their defense, we want to see their counter affidavit para ma-consider po ng panel of prosecutors sa preliminary investigation.
Val Gonzales po, DZRH. Since sinabi nyo, na ipa-flag na sila, may official communication na ba ang Ombudsman with the Bureau of Immigration or siguro sa Foreign Affairs Department?
Hindi po. Wala pa namang official communication with them. Ang hiningi lang ho namin ay kopya ng mga travel authority nila para alam namin kung kailan namin sila i-expect na bumalik. No? So, again, si Leandro Leviste has a valid TA up until September 24. Si Senator Lauren Legarda has a valid TA up until tomorrow, August 19.
Sir,
Yeah.
go ahead. Sir Rod Lagusad, PTB. Sir, clarification on sa possible cancellation of passports. How does it work po ba? Habang nandito sa ombudsman or kapag na-file na yung kaso, parang where does it play po? Saan papasok yun?
So, may technical definition po kasi yung fugitive from justice, di ba? And we have to reach that point para po makonsider ho nating fugitive from justice. And at that point, that is the time we will file in court, no? Hindi kami ang magsusulat sa DFA, ang korte lang po pwedeng mag-cancel ng isang passport. So that is something that we have to file in court at the appropriate time. Yes, I believe so. Mm-mm.
Balikan ko lang yung apat na mga bodyguards. How long will it take for the Ombudsman to finally proceed with the filing of plunder cases with the Sandigan Bayan? Kasi sabi nyo kanina, maaring may sama pa lang sila eh. Gaano kaya katagal pa yung investigasyon bago mapunta dun sa point na iaakyat na sa Sandigan Bayan ang kaso?
No, kagaya po ng tanong kanina, it will depend on whether or not the team of prosecutors will allow for an extension on both sides. It is a matter of discretion as to when these four will be impleaded into the case. We have options, but I cannot divulge exactly which option we are looking at so as not to reveal yung aming strategy. But definitely the team has already discussed the possibility of impleading them because it seems to be the right thing to do. No, dahil nag-recant sila, then they are merely former bodyguards who delivered money from one person to another.